Welcome to Qi Men Dun Jia. Hi, my name is Dougles Chan. Today I'm going to do a case study related to destiny reading and analysis using Qi Men Dun Jia itself. A lot of people, they mention that this Qi Men Dun Jia may not be a great tool to do analysis of destiny, but I actually will have to say that it's not really true because using destiny reading under Qi Men Dun Jia, if a person knows how to read, they'll be able to see many things. And I dare to say that it's even much more detailed, much more deeper, much more sharper compared to this 紫微斗数 or even 八字 reading itself. But anyhow, without even saying who is right, who is wrong, I will focus on this destiny reading to showcase some of the things that Qi Men Dun Jia can do for destiny reading. All right, here we go. So assuming that this is the chart that we are plotting for a person who is born in the year of 1998, January the 26th. So basing on the time, which is after adjustment, 7:55, and then from there is a yang 9 under the Cai Bu. So we are using Qi Men Dun Jia under Cai Bu and nothing else. So basing on this information, we just plot the chart, and then from there, this is a chart being generated, and we can base on whatever things information that is related to this chart to see what are the information of the person itself in a very clear and sharp format. So anyhow, the day stamp of this person, every time when you do a destiny reading, you have to look at the day section, at the day column, or the day stamp itself. And if you see, this Chinese character is pronounced as Kui. Kui. Although the name itself under English character is GUI, but the correct pronunciation actually is KUI, the K sound. So with this K itself, we know that this is a Kui. Kui, then we look at where is the Kui located. So in this particular line of the boxes at the right-hand side, you will see that there are two Kui over here, 1 and 1. So which means that based on the hidden rule of this palace of Kui in box number 5, the Kui is actually located, the real Kui is actually located in the box of number 2. So this is something where some people may not really know, even though they have learned this Qi Men Dun Jia. So Kui in box number 5, any of the stamps that's located in box number 5 will be moved towards the box number 2. And then this is the stamp whereby it is in the below. Okay, let's move one step first. Okay. Let me copy it down and then I will move it over here to here. Okay, so for you to have visualization of where is the Kui located. So the Kui is at the bottom of this box number 2, meaning that this is particular called the stage 1. What is stage 1? Stage 1 means that the person belongs to the age of 0 all the way until 35 to somewhere around 40 years old. We are not very sure of what is the exact changes in terms of the stages, because there are a lot of other factors involved, experiences, the culture, the people, the things that they have gone through may have a significant effect whether they are in stage 1. And there's also something called the stage 2. Stage 2, which is, you've noticed the Kui itself is located in box number 7 at the very top. So this is stage 2. So it's somewhere around 35, 40 years old and above. So everything about box number 2, if you take a look in this box number 2, this is stage 1. And if you talk about box number 7, this is stage 2. So in concept-wise, box number 2 related to stage 1. Everything about the age of 0 to all the way to 35 to 40 years old in box number 2 is telling us everything. Box number 7 is stage 2, age between 35, 40 years old and above, all the way until the person passed away. So which means that in the box number 2 itself, we are looking at the person who is Kui, and everything inside them tell us certain things about them. So if you look at this particular blue circle, there are 5 different symbols inside. So at the very top, it's called the 9 heaven. Chinese we call 九天. 9 heaven means that this person, when they are young, they have a very high expectation about themselves. So they need to set a certain goals. They are very commanding. They want certain things. And such kind of expectation is within themselves and also on other people too. So which means that they need to have higher standard of living, higher standard of socializing, higher standard of things that they do, they wear, the school that they go to. They need to achieve a certain high level, which kind of tell us that many a times they may not be able to achieve. And because of that, there will be potentially some depression coming in or disappointment coming in. So that's something to be considered of. And view in the middle, this is called Qimen. Qimen, somebody who is beautiful, presentable, detailed, step-by-step process person, and they can be a bit calculative in many things that they do. So below, there's also something called the fearless. Fearless means somebody is easily agitated, but can be a very promising person. So from another angle, I can also say that the view door is 9 heaven. View door high level. The detail-wise, they are very super detailed. The prettiness, handsome, they want to make sure that they are of the highest level. This fearless, agitation, easily agitated, get angry very easily. When I were to relate this to 9 heaven, also said that this person is super high level of agitation. That means a lot of things, small little things, they are very, very easily agitated. Now, here's the thing. In this particular box itself, there is a Wu. Wu stands for capital. Wu stands for money. So which means that in the younger days, below 35, 40 years old, we do expect this person to be quite wealthy. Wealthy can be from parents, inheritance, or any other places. But you see, this Wu itself stands for the money that they have. And this Wu itself is related to 9 heaven too, which means that the amount of money that the person have will also be pretty high level. That means a lot of money with the person itself. And of course, this Geng means obstruct, challenges. Before that, he will have a lot of challenges in his life. So that's something whereby we need to see that he is going to be a 9 heaven person, high level expectation. Geng, which is also 9 heaven, the challenges that he has is also going to be pretty high level. So as a whole, this is going to be the situation of the person and also the character of the person in the year whereby from all the way baby until 35 to 40 years old. So this is a generic analysis of the person in stage number 1. So at this point of time in the year of, for example, now is 2024. In 1998, if you were to minus everything, so this person will be somewhere around 26, 27 years old, which also means that he should be in the stage 1 in box number 2. His character is going to be like this. The situation is going to be like this. And because of that, whatever that's hovering around box 2, this is their character. So of course, things will change. When you move to somewhere around 35, 40 years old, there will be a transition from stage 1 to stage 2, which tell us that it's from box 2, shifting to box number 7. So if you see the box number 7 over here, in the blue box over here, this is telling us about the character of the person. There's a major shift in terms of character. So that's to say that the leader is coming in. He'll become more leadership quality. He like to take lead. He don't like to listen to people. And then with a death door coming in, with the death in the middle, that is also talking about, not saying that he will die, but apparently the death door tell us that he's pretty stubborn. He has his own way of doing things. So his expression itself is pretty dead. That means he does not like to laugh. He does not like to socialize, Oh, everything keeps to himself. And then there's also another minister and problem below. So the question is, because the structure of the chart is in such a way that the queen is in the left-hand side of the box number 7, so this queen itself is attached with the minister star. It is not related to problem star at all. But take note, the problem star is also there. Minister star means that he is also a super high-level minister person, which means that he's going to command hundreds of people, thousands of people easily if given a chance. That means his environment itself, the company that he joins, the things that he, in the society-wise, if he's going to the right path, he'll be able to lead people in terms of hundreds or even thousands or more. The question is whether he has the opportunity to do so. So which means that when you see a person's chart, the potential is there. Environment-wise, the culture-wise, the country-wise, company-wise, does he join the right place? If he's in a good environment, then the potential of him leading hundreds or even thousands of people will be there. There's a problem starter. Yes, it's not attached with the Kui, but the problem star is still there. Problem star plus death door. If I were to combine, meaning that there's a high level of chances that he will have cancer in his life. Chances of having cancer is very, very high comparatively. But good thing is there's a leader. Energy of this leader is going to help him to save him in the potential cancer. Geng challenges also. So that's to say, in his life, still got a lot of challenges coming in his life. And with the Ping below, Ping is fire, Geng is matter. So imagine the matter itself is being burned by the fire consistently. So which means that it's not just the challenges in his life. It's surviving in a very struggling mode. Although he's a minister person with a leader, it is not a very good combination in that aspect. Okay, just looking at the chart. Of course, the detail-wise, we have to look at where is he born, what kind of family, where he joined the company, so on and so forth. Just based on the chart itself, we are able to see many, many things about the character and then the situation of what are the things might likely to happen. Okay, so this will be the character reading for this person. However, we can go further on that. There are actually a lot more things. It's not just character reading itself. Character reading is very, very easy. You see? So end of the day is this. Character reading is just talking about something that is, well, very superficial. So now the question is, I want to go into more depth. Let me erase some of the information over there. Okay, now, stage 1 in his life. This is himself. And we look at the open door. Open door means the career. Career is the open door over here. So the open door is in box number 1. So I can say that in his life, as a whole, there is a circle over here. Circle means the entire box of this open door is going to be discounted or even don't have. Job, don't have. Job, discounted. Meaning, sometime he got job, sometime he got no job. Very, very random. darkness in the job. The darkness is attached with the open door, means the darkness is in the job. He will be involved in shady, potentially shady jobs, jobs which are not very glamorous, or maybe jobs which are more involved in nighttime, clubbing, waiter, waitress, so on and so forth. But mind you, if you look at his character, he's a nine heaven character. He expects a lot, but the jobs that he has don't have. And if you look at the relationship between himself, box number 2 and box number 1, if you talk about element relationship itself, he is in, when he's younger, he's an earth person, and he clashes with the water, which means that he does not like to work at all. And it's something whereby it's going to happen to him. He don't like to work at all. Okay, so this is something to wonder about. When the person don't like to work, that means even he got a job, he will go to the office or the shop itself lazily with a very attitude whereby, nah, I just do my job. You won't make a lot of effort to get things up and running. So the attitude is very different. And lunchtime, instead of taking 1 hour, you will take 1.5 hours or 2 hours. Take more breaks, go to office late, go home earlier. So this is how a person, when they are clashing in the open door, which is the job itself, this is how they will behave. So this is something to ponder about. So which means that in his life, during the first stage, whereby younger days, before 35 years, 40 years old, this is what's going to happen. The jobs are going to be, yes, there's some jobs here, some no jobs there, it's not going to be consistent. And he doesn't like to do a job. He doesn't like to work for people. He hates it. That's something we need to understand when we look at the person, when they clash the job. When a person clashes the job, means they don't like the job at all. But does it mean that they cannot do a job? Okay, they can still do a job. But, just do a job for the sake of money, for the sake of satisfying with whichever that requires him to do a job. Maybe, his parents wants him to get a job, yeah, just do a job. Or maybe if he gets married, he need a job, yes, he will still get a job for the sake of money. But he don't like to do. Something to ponder about. Next. If he were to move into stage 2, then he'll be over here. It will be changing to matter. So matter itself, we will have a situation differently. See, so matter over here, matter produce water anyway. So in that case, he's starting to produce, he wanting to get a job. It's not that he like to do, but he wants to do. He choose to do. That means he's going after the job now. Different already. He want to look for a job. Compared to when he's younger days, he now wants to go for a job. But mind you, basing on box number 1, it is still a job that is emptiness. That means still got job, still got no job. That means yes and no. Certain years have, certain years, months don't have. So there's something we need to consider. The darkness is still there. That means in his own whole life, the darkness will always be there. So much so is that it's always a nighttime job. It's always a not so glamorous job. Doctor can also means related to consultation, giving advices. That means job related to this. And there's a thing beside thing, this particular symbol over here, thing, means there are 2 possible scenarios. One is thing is IT, information technology, AI, computers. Thing also can related to young woman-related jobs. So either or, because thing represent all this information. The G itself is below, so doesn't really matters. Okay, this is for jobs. So big picture, big picture. Next. We look for, is there a possibility that he can do a business? So let us look at the business sector. Business sector is over here. Business sector, okay, when young that time, the business, okay, big picture, box 3 tell us the life door. Life door equals to business. Business with a white tiger means aggressive business. Diplomat, okay, he need to work very hard to business. E, older woman, and then the same previous mistakes. So as a big picture, if you were to do business, actually not too bad, pretty aggressive. But in the younger days, this business itself clashes on him. Box 3, which is wood, clashes with the earth. It means when he do business, he will feel very jaded. He will feel very under a lot of pressure. Mental wise, physical wise, not the best combination. That means if he were to do business, it's not good for him. On the other hand, when he moved from stage 1 to stage 2, when he grows older until 35, 40 years old and above, he will change energy and he will move to box number 7. And then on the other hand, he will move on to this. That means 7 clashes with 3. That means a metal clashes with wood. Metal chop wood, under the 5 element. So anyway, that means he also clash the life door. He doesn't like to do business. You see, so either or, when younger days, business clash him. It's not good for him to do business. And when he go for second stage, grows older, he will clash the business. That means he don't want and don't like to do business at all. Well, then what can he do? Of course, there are also other things. There are many other things that we can see basing on the Qi Men Dun Jia chart. But of course, this is just some of the steps I can share with you. But of course, there are many other things we can look at it. But let us move further. We don't look at all these sectors, We look at what is going to happen to him in years to come. So assuming that this is 2024. So we call this something called the Tai Sui. Tai Sui. Tai Sui means that every year there's a certain Tai Sui happening. So in the year of 2024, 2024 Tai Sui is Jia Chen. Jia Chen year. Jia Chen equals to Ren, basing on the formula itself. Ren. So which means that we need to see where is the Chen and where is the Ren. That means in the year of Jia Chen, Chen is over here. Ren is over here. I mean, anyway, the box number 4, you will not know where is the Chen because it's actually a formula itself. Box 4 is a Chen. If I just look at box number 4 and box number 9, I can have a rough gauge of what's going to happen in a nutshell. Okay, so box number 9 activated the advisor, which means that in the year of 2024, it's going to study something. We don't know what it's going to study, but there's a chance that this study is related to obstruct. Obstruct means skills. That means it's going to learn a skills. Learn a skill. What kind of skills is going to be? It's going to be a 9 skill. That means very specialization in the specific things. But of course, this is going to be, if you talk about learning, it means he has to spend a little bit of money. Maybe there'll be some injuries involved in terms of learning the skill. And the learning of skills itself is not going to be immediate. That means when he sign up for this course, it's going to be suddenly he sign up for this course. He's not going to consider a lot because everything is going to be very fast. And on the other hand, these injuries comes in. That year itself, there will be some injuries coming in. If I were to associate the injury into 9 Earth, means that this injury is going to be limited, low injury. It's not going to be high injury. So small case, What is the injury about? This is Sing. Sing means mistake. Means Ren. There are 2 Ren over here. 2 set of Ren. That means water, clear water, swimming pool, seaside. Anything that's water related, clear water related, there will be injuries in that. Okay? And this injury is going to be very fast in this case. That means when it happens, you have no time to prepare. You see? So, of course, in other words, we also can base on this same chart to say, black tortoise. Black tortoise means losing some money. In the year of 2024, he's going to lose some money. You see? So, this is very basic of this Tai Sui. That means just based on this first layer, we also got second layer and third layer to tell us what is going to happen to him. Just based on the symbol itself. So Qi Men Dun Jia is a very dynamic thing whereby as long as you know how to interpret using the right symbol at the right sector, you can see many, many things. And I can tell you, accuracy can be quite amazing. I don't want to tell you what's the percentage. Percentage is not important. Why? You need to experience it. People who have gone through this course itself will be able to really understand what I mean. People who just learn the very basic from YouTube, well, probably, you just learn the basic, Not saying that it's not good. It's just that good enough, but not deep enough. The interesting part about Qi Men Dun Jia is it's dynamic. I can use the combination of destiny reading together with divination, together with distillation, together with Qimen Feng Shui to interpret everything necessarily, you see. So it's just not one sector. There are many things that we can join together to become a very powerful tool. But whatever I'm sharing with you now is still the very basic of Qi Men Dun Jia. So if you really want to use Qi Men Dun Jia to help you to change your destiny, to make your life even much more better, help other people, help your spouse, your parents, your children, maybe this is the time. Okay, so if you're interested, let me know. Perhaps we can have some affinity in this area. And perhaps, one day we can become student and teachers kind of a relationship. Or maybe we can be friends. You never know. All right, thank you very much for watching this video. We'll see you again next time.